Hey, Cole, I've got a great idea.
I doubt it.
I, you folks, you wonder why my self-esteem is really low.
The
It's like
last
down
time
in,
you had a great idea was we were in Death Valley and you said, let's stop for an ice cream cone. That was a great idea.
so seriously, I got a good idea. We should have a t-shirt that says rules are for fools. What? I think that's a great idea for a
We've
t-shirt.
already been there.
Yeah, but I just wanted to remind people, hey, and if anybody out there makes a t-shirt that says rules are for fools, double XL, and what are you, XL?
These aren't hat sizes, John. You don't need one that big.
Oh my God, I look so red in this. I don't know if hopefully that I have had a lot of sun. Maybe someone's going to write in that, John, you better see a doctor. All right. Well, it's good. Good. Could you get rid of that stupid rules are for fools?
Okay, hold on. Now
Gosh.
I am going to change my background each time. So let me get a new
Oh,
back.
okay. Yeah. Well, I have a cleaner office than you, so I don't need to
Uh,
change my background. But I really do like the elephant. Look, that elephant up there. I got that in Namibia.
there we
So
go.
while you're changing your background, one of the things that I like that you speak about in one of your lectures is, and you give great graphics on it too. You show a picture of you when you were like 14 years old or something. And then you put these dark glasses on, and the glasses keep getting darker and darker. And your whole concept that you're talking about is this idea of vision blockers. So those who've been watching for a little while on our shows know that we like to talk about vision. Hopefully you have an idea of what our thoughts are on vision. I don't think we need to rehash that, but maybe you take 30 seconds, Cole, and just remind people what vision is, and then share some. I just think that part of the lecture is really excellent, and I think it'd be very beneficial to those who are listening. What are things that can get in the way of our vision? What are the vision blockers?
Well, first of all, vision is simply how you see. And I recently wrote an article and said, well, who else would I see for? Well, for years, I saw through the eyes of other people, whether it was through Ansel Adams' eyes, my mentor's eyes, trying to please some juror or a critic's eyes, trying to present what I thought others wanted. And if you're going to be able to see for yourself, you have to be able to put out of your mind anything that runs contrary to that. I can't have this dual goal of pleasing both myself and creating for myself and creating for and pleasing John Barclay, because he could be the guy who gets me. He might invite me to come and help with a photo tour if I can impress him enough.
Yeah, I will too.
So I call these things vision blockers. They are incompatible with your vision. And so some of my vision blockers were trying to please others, to get those pats on the back or likes, trying to conform to what everyone else was doing or what everyone else was expecting. Everybody's got their own vision blockers, but the important point is that you identify what yours are, then actively work against following those things so
Yeah,
that
like
your
following
vision.
rules might be a vision blocker.
Yes, absolutely. I really want to do this with this flower, but I've been taught I'm not supposed to.
Right.
When you do that, you can't see for yourself. And after a while, your vision just gives up and recedes into the background to the point that for most of us, we end up saying, I don't have a vision. And I'll say, yeah, you do. You can't not have one. It's how you see. Nope, I don't have one. You may have one, but I don't have one.
Yeah.
That's how far suppressed it gets.
Yeah.
But when you can get rid of all the other voices in your head, your mentor, your instructor, the judge, the critics, the rules, get rid of those things and just do what you think is right, what you see, then your vision starts to emerge again and it becomes more prominent the more that you allow it.
I think what I hear you saying then, Cole, is not only is it important to recognize that vision is real and everybody has one, right? Just got to kind of discover that vision. But I think hear you also saying that you also need to be paying attention to what are those things that are blocking you from is the right word, executing or exercising your vision. I don't know if that's the right language, but I think you know what I mean. So
Yeah,
both
yeah.
are important. Finding your vision, believing you have one, and then also being careful to identify what those vision blockers are.
Well, you can't find your vision with those other vision blockers in your life.
Okay.
So to discover your vision, to let it come forth, you have to get rid of those things. And then a lot of people think that finding your vision, once you've found it, wow, you've reached the peak of the mountain and it's all done. No, you're constantly on guard, not letting those vision blockers creep in. I
Boy,
mean,
one for me. I'm sorry, go ahead,
no,
finish.
no, go ahead.
No, one for me is that comparison is the thief of joy, one boy. So hard. I just watch Hubo. Is that how I pronounce her
Don't
name?
know.
You know,
Yeah.
you and I both did part of that black and white series, and Nick gave us the ability to go watch the others who were presenting with Jennifer King, and Sarah Marino is coming up this week. By the time this airs, she will have already done. But I went and bought, because he bragged about how wonderful Hubo's session was. Gosh, I wrote to her after I looked at that and I said, your images are over the top, ridiculously good.
Wow.
And I did. I was fighting those feelings of, I'm a fraud. I'm just a total fraud, which I know you believe to be true. And you're probably going to say, well, finally, you understand it. But seriously, I had fears, uncertainties, doubts. I had fun. Oh my gosh. And it's hard, man, when you, and now, and I can understand why you don't want to look at Hubo's work, because you too will feel like you're a fraud. Even the great Cole Thompson.
Comparison is a terrible thing,
Awful.
causes doubt, makes us doubt we have a vision, or maybe our vision is unworthy.
Yeah.
Trying to please other, that's probably the biggest one that most people have, creating for likes,
Yeah.
trying to get praise. And of course, once you get a little praise, you like it. So you try to create another image. Maybe you like that one because it did so well, and I
Just
can
like
get
that
more
one.
praise. It's
Yeah,
an addictive drug.
there is.
I find looking at other people's images are not good for my vision. If I immerse myself in someone else's vision, then it starts to shift mine, and I want to start imitating maybe their look or their idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Well, good. I think that covers what I was thinking about. I just think it's a great idea for those listening to pay attention to what are those things that are causing you to have those doubts and worries, or getting in the way of you just doing honest work. That's another phrase of yours that I love, Cole, is that you're doing honest work. It's not influenced by anybody else, by a guidebook, by other people's work, by looking at Instagram, whatever. You're just doing honest work and showing up, being taken by something and making an image based on that, and just being true to that vision that you have found and want to continue to execute. So
yeah,
I think this is,
find your vision blockers. I'd suggest you write them down and review them frequently.
yeah, good idea.
Good.
Hey, good stuff, buddy. I appreciate it. We'll see you in a few seconds.